Testing, testing. Okay, so, hey Vincent, another update. Let's drag this out of the way. So I made a lot of progress today. And, so let's see, let's just try this. I made a lot of changes too, so I'll just talk about those. Come on. Come on. Yay. Okay, so, I got rid of the commander thing. Now it just summons 3 units on each lane. And my logic is that now it's just going to be a fight to see, like, it'll just like that way users like programmers can focus on the robots instead of focusing on general strategy too. I might add the commander back in, but I don't know if that's such a good idea right now because I don't even know if it's going to be like a like a Dota type thing. And so right now the strategy for both of them is the same. You basically uh every turn you basically either move forward one or attack the forward space in front of you, and that space is like whether you attack or move is like random. And see how in the middle lane the green ones are just dominating, the red ones aren't spawning anymore. That's because the lane goes from about here to about here, from here to about here, and from the middle goes from here to here, and then the lanes actually end and start as the spawn points. And so when you take over the spawn points, the spawning guy won't spawn anymore. And this was unintentional at first, but I think now maybe it would be a cool idea to have the robots just move across and try to dominate the other space. And obviously, you move across, try to kill the robots in the middle, and you move across, and so maybe that's gonna be the new game. Like, because once you move across, they won't summon anymore, and then, well, you'll dominate. And then maybe at the end, it'll just be about like who has more robots left over. Like it'll be like a domination thing. Because basically right now see these 2 squares up here, like this whole square of stuff and like this whole square of stuff. There's basically nothing going on here because that was where the base was going to be, but I just never implemented that, and now I'm thinking if it's now I'm wondering if I should just get rid of it altogether, like make that another obstacle. But yeah, and then so let's see. I also got the web stuff kind of working. Let me go on the website. This is on my local host, so you can't do it yet, but I'll push it to the servers soon enough. What are they doing? Here, I'll just make a new robot. Test robot 1. Alright. I'll just write it here. Let's just say import no class robot. Next action. I'll just make it. I'll just copy here. Alright, so I'm just gonna copy this, except instead of making it move or attack like 50-50, let's make it move a third of the time and attack the other 2/3 of the times. So here, I'll do that. Copy this here and see if it. See, save, compile. Okay, so like before it says okay you did, but now it actually compiles it and checks that there are no syntax errors or anything. So that's kind of cool. I don't know how to test that it's like a valid robot, but what I'm going to end up doing is just having, I'll give the user like some sort of kit to like test their robots out, and they can like simulate the game and everything, and they can do that. So let's make another robot now. New robot. Test robot 2. Yeah, I have to get rid of the commander now because I don't need that. Let's see. This one I'll make him attack I'll make him attack 4 times and walk every like 1 time. So let's try this. Save, compile. Alright, sweet. Let's go to the database now. Okay, that's not good. Shoot. Okay, so test robot 1 and 2 are IDs 7 and 8. Alright, so this better work. I haven't actually oh sweet, it worked. Alright. Okay, so it looks like if you look at the red robots, they're acting according to plan. They're moving 3 spaces. I mean, sorry, attacking. Wait, oh my god, I can't even think. What was 7? 7 was Test Robot 1, so that means Test Robot 1, let me go back to that. Test Robot 1 should be moving every... Come on, come on. The red one should be moving twice and attacking twice and moving once. I can't tell if that's actually what they're doing or if they're just colliding, but in theory this should work. Because it's the same concept as what I've tested before, it's just that now it's loading it from the server. But, so it looks like red has the better strategy here because, you know, he is winning. Oh, and by the way, I realized that it's going to be really hard for one team to actually dominate the other. So I think I'm just going to limit games to like 500 turns or something, and then at the end, if it doesn't, if they're not all dead, then whoever has the more is just going to win. Because usually you can tell one side's going to win. At this point, it's pretty much, red's pretty much going to win. It's just that like to actually dominate everything, it'll take like another like 300-400 moves, so it's just kind of a waste of time and server processor cycles. But yeah, right. Like just now, I ran this simulation manually from the database, but I think I'm gonna end up setting that up so it's automatic. Like I'll just run a cron job or something, so it runs like every 5 minutes or so. It'll just like I guess pull 2 random robots with similar like fairly similar ratings, like within a 150 to 300 range or something. I don't know, and then it'll I guess pit them against each other and see who wins. I'm still trying to figure out like if I'm just gonna do this idea, maybe I don't even need the 3 lanes. Maybe I could just make this whole part like an obstacle, this whole part like an obstacle, and then make this part like one big ass arena. Or I could just, I mean, I don't want to just use the whole square because I want some notion of like, with like we're going from one side to the other. And if you just have a square, it's not really like that. And then if you have like a rectangle, like let's say like this chunk of rectangle, then it's sort of weird because when you're diagonal, you can like envelop your opponents and shit. But when you're in a rectangle, I guess it just seems more awkward to do that. But maybe it would work. It's not that hard to make a new map. I could try it out. Speaking of which, I have to make a map editor too because that's gonna be cool, but also annoying to do. Yeah. So just let me know what your thoughts are. This has been a pretty long ass update. All right, yeah. Let me know what you think.